I can feel like 80 rats in my Marys. Me and Drizzy back to back is getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me. Put some bins all on your head like Justin Terry.
Let's get it. Hello, everybody. This is the Faison View podcast, man. Going live again with live content, man. Let's get it going, man. Let's get it going, man. Just tap in. Make sure that you tap in. Hey, Faison View podcast. Make sure you ask questions. Hey, I'm going to be putting things below. Matter of fact, I'm going to type it in right now so everybody's on board. This is the Faison View podcast, episode 176. I'm moving right along, y'all. I'm moving right along. Episode 176. Everything good. Man, Faison View podcast, episode 176. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. We're going to unpack a lot. We're going to talk about a lot. More black man killed, man. The fight is not over. The fight continues. It definitely continues, and it saddens. We need answers. We need justice, point blank, period. That's topic number one, first and foremost. And secondly, B. Simone views on 9 to 5 jobs plus relations, her new book. Going to get into that, talk about that, all the things that are around that. NFL, NBA, what you guys going to do? What's next? You want to hear it? Father's Day coming soon. Hey, make sure, you already know, make sure you give your fathers all the praise and all your mothers all the praise. And lastly, man, would you rather? So, would you rather live without seafood or live without chicken? So we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. Thank you, too. Thank you as well. So, man, let's get into it, man. More unarmed black man killed, man. Rest in peace. First and foremost, Rashad Brooks. Rest in peace, Robert Fuller. I'll give you more insight on Mr. Rashad Brooks and what was going on with him. In Atlanta, later in that night, at a Wendy's, man, just fell asleep. Probably had a long day, going through things. Hey, fell asleep in the driveway. In Atlanta, police pulls up on him, confronts him. He's nothing but sincere, telling them what was going on within his day, and, explaining to police politely. So, of course, being a black man, things escalated, and escalating to this man, life being taken away. And them shooting him in his back while he's running away in fear. And you can see other multiple videos of him fighting and trying, but guess what? That's fear. That's fear of the police. The people that's protecting and serve us, we fear them. Because guess what? We're black. We're black in America. And it's sickening. Every single podcast, man, I'm not gonna fall shy of using my platform for good. And that's what I challenge everyone to do. Use your platform. Because in these times when you're silent, you just as bad as the oppressor. If you're silent, that shows us everything we need to know. To stay over there, because it's either with us or against us. So unfortunately, another black male taken from his family, taken away from his children, taken away from his mother, taken away from his wife. It's so sickening. Because guess what? We not out here mistreating y'all that way. We not doing that. I wanna hear about the last time a black male or black man or black woman assaulted or did something in a harmful body manner to a police officer. I want to hear it. Because y'all supposed to be protecting and serving us, but y'all killing us, man. Like, what good are you really doing? So that's the first one. Rest in peace to Rashad Brooks. We gonna fight for you, my brother. We gonna fight. The fight continues. We gonna make you say all their names: Breonna Taylor, George Floyd. We gonna make you go down the list, and we gonna get all these things convicted. Everybody, we have to come together and unite as one, and we will. We're going to come together because everybody that's against us, they can stay on that side of things. Point blank, period. So, man, another case in California, not too far from Los Angeles, down near City Hall. Mr. Robert Fuller hung. Says it's suicide. So you can hang yourself in the middle of City Hall. No, we know what's going on. We know what's going on. The real war is happening right now. Because these white supremacists, these people that look upon black people as threats and thugs, when they're the real animals and threats and thugs, hey, you're gonna see the truth coming out, and we're not gonna sit here and settle. We're not gonna sit here and be quiet. Hey, if it's war you want, and that's war we will get, and it doesn't mean it has to be physical. But guess what? We're gonna start recording everything, and it's beautiful to see because Baller Alert has a lot to attest to too. It's been so many different websites, so many different pages, a lot of people reposting, and it's a testament to everybody because we're starting to build, we're starting to come together, we're starting to make all these things that are happening, that are being videoed, more aware to the public. It has to. We have to do it, bro. Like it has to come to a time we get this done. Cause it's disheartening, man. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of just hearing about our people dying every day, man. Like I don't understand what y'all expect us to do. What do y'all expect us to do? Be quiet? We're not gonna sit here and settle for it. So everybody that's showing their true colors, continue to show your true colors. Cause it's either you standing on the side with us or against us. Hung in the middle of the city hall, and they saying it was us. Come on now, let's be real. Let's be real about the situation. I got a son, like, I have a son that's gonna grow up in this world. It's like how can I tell my son and reciprocate that to him about the things that I'm going through, about the things my grandfather, about the things my father has gone through. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't understand it. But guess what? I have a platform and I'm gonna speak on it, and I'm gonna speak about it. Point blank period. You're not gonna shut me up. Nobody should be getting shutting up at all. We should all be loud. All these followers that's unfollow you, that's cool. Make sure that they know what side you stand on. Because the true colors will come out. It's going to come out regardless, man. And, man, just rest in peace, Rashad Brooks and Robert Fuller, man. To y'all families, man. You are in our prayers. And we going to get justice for y'all. We going to keep fighting. We going to get justice, man. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, we going to get justice. So let's continue to fight. Everybody make sure you support them. Everybody make sure you repost what you need to repost. Everybody signing petitions. If you protesting, if you marching, do whatever you got to do. At the end of the day, do whatever you have to do. Like, for real, anything you have to do to make sure we're getting notified and we're getting noticed as a people, and make sure that this fight, it's not over. It's just starting. It's not over. It's just starting. It's disgusting that we had to come here every single week and talk about it. But let's make sure we do what we got to do and use our platform for good. Because Rashad Brooks and Robert Fuller, they had families. You feel me? They had children. They had mothers. They had fathers. Let's be mindful of that. They don't care about us. But guess what? We care about us, and we all need to come together. Point blank period. So, and in the midst of saying this too, and I'm not just trying to just cut that off, but also this is Black-owned business, Color Power, necklaces, bracelets, waist beads, anklets. I make it, handcrafted by your own truly. Hey, make sure you go support Black-owned businesses. Make sure you support all entrepreneurs, all creators. Make sure you go support everybody. Everybody that's out here grinding, everybody out here doing something. And I appreciate the support too below as well in the comments. Man, love you guys as well too, man. So make sure you go shop Color Power, 1CLRPOWER.com, 1CLRPOWER.com, man. Make sure you go get that. And before I leave this topic, man, Breonna Taylor, man, it's hurtful and just disrespectful. So it's just more reports and more things on this case, which has been 3 months already. They busted her crib without a warrant and wrongfully killed this woman while she sleep. Come on, man. Come on. This is just it's distasteful, and it's crazy because on the incident report it has nothing on there. And guess what? They're trying to protect themselves. And they're trying to live by that code with the police. Nah, forget all that. We will get justice, Breonna Taylor. And I'm sorry that it's taking so long for us to do so. But we're going to make sure we get inside this system and do what we have to do. because you was wrongfully killed minding your business, and you was a very intelligent, hardworking woman. And for you to be taken out in that way is just disgusting. Disgusting. And for your mother to have to speak on the podium and talk to people about it is disgusting as well. I shouldn't have to sit here and talk to you. Figure it out. You killed my daughter in cold blood while she was asleep in her place, minding her business. Wrongfully. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. So, hey, everybody, make sure you get on your job, man. Make sure we do not stop reposting. Make sure we do not stop donating. Make sure we just don't stop, period. We don't stop. This is only the beginning. We are the bridge. I said us, millennials, we are the bridge. We're going to bridge the gap before and after our generations. And Generation Z, y'all doing an amazing job too. So let's just make sure we stay on our job, man. Let's make sure we continue our grind. Like, rest in peace, Breonna Taylor, man. I really pray for all your family and really just that you get justice that you rightfully deserve. Wrongfully killed in your apartment, in your place of peace, and you sleep, is disgusting. And it's disgusting that the incident report is blank. You see what they're trying to do. They're trying to hide and protect blue lives, and they're killing black lives. Let's make that known. They're hiding and protecting the blue lives, but they're killing our black lives. It's disgusting, man. So just make sure that y'all stay on this Black Lives Matter movement, man. It's important. It is important to use your platform, but for nothing but positive things towards the Black Lives Matter. Don't just talk about it, be about it. Let's be about our action. Let's use our platform for good. Let's continue to do so, man. We only strong and strengthened within numbers. So we all got to come together. So, man, secondly, I wanted to speak on, and it's not me bashing, it's not me talking bad, but I just wanted to speak on it about B. Simone views on the 9-to-5 jobs when she was asked in an interview with Nick Cannon on his morning show, and just like her with the relationships and the new book. So what B. Simone was saying was that, and let's get it straight first. Like, I support B. Simone. She's amazing as well. She was a social media comedian that really just blew up, and a lot of people respected her and loved her. Like, don't get me wrong. So I'm not coming from a place of like hating or anything like that. I don't do that. I don't need to do that. Especially when it comes to our own people. We don't need to hate, and we don't need to look upon us in a crazy light. But this rubbed me the wrong way. I'm gonna be honest with you, her comments, because she was basically saying her being an entrepreneur now, in which before she worked a 9-to-5 job. She was, you know what I'm saying, she was in the workforce too, and there's nothing wrong with that. Any money is good money. Any hustle is good money. You feel me? Like, your hustle and what you do, that doesn't define who you are at all. Because you can, like I said, I work a 9-to-5 job too, but I'm also an entrepreneur. Or I also do a lot of things within the community. I do a lot of things in general. So you can have multiple sources of income, and if a 9-to-5 is your income, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Those are the best people. Those probably one of the best people to be around. Those probably one of the best people because they know the mindset of going to get it and hustling. Also entrepreneurs as well. And like I just said, it's no hate or slander on either side, because at the end of the day, the hustle is the hustle. You still getting money regardless of anything. So nobody should be looked upon or look bad or look in a negative light because they work a 9-to-5 job, just in general. I didn't say she said that. I'm just saying in general. So, but where she was referring to that she wouldn't date a 9-to-5, a guy with a 9-to-5 job, solely up the fact that it wouldn't fit her lifestyle of being an entrepreneur when she has to be up at 3 a.m. and doing whatever she has to do, you know, things of that nature. And Nick Cannon was just like, what do you mean? There's people in 9-to-5 jobs that are very successful, that make more money and within salary and within benefits than a lot of people and a lot of entertainers that you see on TV. So don't get it misconstrued. And these people that work with 9-to-5s, they work their way up as well. And they was referring to CEO. She was saying, if I would want to get a CEO. Where do you think they came from? They came from the ground level up, unless they were privileged enough to just be in a CEO position. That doesn't just happen. That happens with their money. With everything, life is a grind. No matter what, life is a grind. So anything that you do, you have to grind and hustle to get. So let's be like that. That is very key. And it was very disrespectful of B. Simone to say that just solely of the fact that you have so many, you got millions of Americans, millions, and on top of millions that work 9-to-5 jobs. And what is that supposed to mean? Their hustle, their grind, it doesn't stop. That doesn't define who they are because it's a 9-to-5 job. 9-to-5 job, they out here getting money just like you are as an entrepreneur. So why you looking upon me in a negative or a different way? And I just didn't like the comments because you could be a 9-to-5, you could be an entrepreneur, you could be in whatever field that you want to be in. All that matters is that you dedicated and ambitious to what you're doing, and then that you're profiting and knowing your worth within that workforce or whatever you're doing. You feel me? So it just, you know what I'm saying? It's not trying to slander B. Simone. Like I said, she's a comedian. I really like her, but it made me look at her in another way because, you know, she talks about man a lot, you know, on her platform and stuff. Maybe it be jokingly, maybe it be serious, but at the end of the day, you got to understand that what you saying out your mouth on your platform, it's bigger than you at this point because you have a fan base. You have people that's listening. So for you to say that you wouldn't date a 9-to-5 solely off the fact that grind doesn't match an entrepreneur and what you're doing, that's totally false. That's totally false. You got people with 9-to-5 jobs that do multiple things. Such as myself, I do multiple things. I have my own jewelry business. I work 2 other jobs outside of my main job. I do a lot. I try to do a lot. I try to keep on my toes and try to do whatever I have to do. You feel me? And that doesn't make you any less or any more of anything. It's your ambition. It's your dedication that you put in time in with your work. Feel me? So B. Simone's comments just rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and rightfully so. Because just because you work a 9-to-5 job, what is that supposed to mean? Like, it's kind of like you trying to belittle us, but at the end of the day, that's where you came from. So don't lose, you know what I'm saying? It's really just about humbling yourself, because if you don't humble yourself, you will be humbled. And in this sense, being humbled, she just got humbled very, very much so, because she had a book which took her to other platforms and to other sites, talking about and where she is in the entertainment realm and just building her brand, and it's respectfully so. All of our black women are beautiful and amazing people. So of course I'm on the side of that. But when you're talking down on people and talking down to your fans and talking down to a lot of people who work hard for whatever they get in life, whether it be a 9-to-5, whether it be an entrepreneur, whatever you're doing, you feel me? You can't look down on people like that. You got to be humble, because you got to remember where you come from. So within this new book, which was published a while ago, come to find out, right after she said her comments, about a couple days later, guess what? Boom, plagiarized. Come to find out, she plagiarized from smaller businesses and smaller entrepreneurs, and it's like, and people had their jokes like, well, if you had that 9-to-5 person who had their degree in doing good things and things like that, you would have known that you need to work site and check your resources. You know, you have MLA, APA, you know what I'm saying, format paper, Chicago style, man. You better cite your things. You gotta understand, with a book, it comes a lot of things, bro. It comes with a lot. You have to cite and be mindful of your resources and where you get your information from, and not just stealing and plagiarizing. That's we learned about that within elementary school. You know what I'm saying? Don't copy, don't plagiarize, whatever. And I'm not trying to down her. I'm not doing any of that, because like I said, I respect B. Simone. She hustled to where she was, but when you get in positions, you cannot look down on people. That's all it really comes down to. You can't look down on people. You have to be humble, or you're going to be humbled. Point blank. So in that case, it just, in general, man, make sure that you're being humble. Make sure that you're genuine, and you stay confident at the same time. But hey, man, life can hit you in so many ways so fast, because not too long ago, even though, you know, B. Simone have her views on different things, just like everybody has their opinions, a lot of people love B. Simone, and this just made like people and certain fans just, you know, step away a little bit, because you're viewing your public, you're viewing your fans in a different way, because at the end of the day, it's a lot of us that are 9-to-5ers, and that we go hustle, and that we we rightfully so got everything we want in our life because we dedicated and are ambitious to what we're doing. And even outside of work, you don't know what we're doing. We even hustle even more. So just be mindful of what you say out your mouth just in general. And next, man, I want to talk about the NFL, the NBA, man. First, let me talk about the NFL, man. I just feel like I spoke on this last episode, but it's just very pivotal that I speak on it again because it's just disgusting because you do not want anybody that's not for and really about this culture to be within this movement because we don't need anybody that's just putting up money just because you want to keep the black dollar. Nah, you better be really about what you're saying out your mouth or everything in the dark comes to light. And with the NFL, it's so disgusting because none of these owners have spoke up. The president, of course, Roger Goodell, is going to speak up because guess what? Now the pressure is on. All your elite African-American, 70% of the NFL, they're speaking out. And if you don't do something, they will sit out. And that is all your money. That is all your commercial. That's all your advertisement deals. That's everything gone. Poof. And one of the main players in the MVP and also the champion now, the former MVP as well, very young, 22 years old, Patrick Mahomes, has spoke out on being a black quarterback and what that means and the police brutality that we had to go through and the things that we had to go through. So, of course, Roger Goodell is going to say something and have something to say because it's going to be messing up the NFL's dollars and the views. It's just disgusting. You don't want people to be in this culture or stand for this culture if you're not really standing by us. Just point blank, period. Don't fake be about the movement. Be about the movement. And don't just try to hustle just because you want the black dollar, man. Nah, I don't want to hear it because you hear all these NFL and the black NFL players speaking up as they should. It's going to be a lot of kneeling this year, and I bet, I don't care what you say, I bet us going to be a lot of white owners too standing right by their side because guess what? They don't want to use that. They don't want to lose their black dollar, and they don't want their prime elite black NFL players to be sitting out. So let's keep that in mind. Let's be mindful of a lot of things, for real. Like I said, if you're not speaking, you just as bad as the oppressor. So it's a lot of these NFL owners that's not speaking. And mind you, it's only, 3 black coaches, it's only 2 black general managers. That needs to be fixed as well. Roger Goodell. Like, cut it out, bro. Your NFL is 70% African American. Make that make sense. So, and also I want to talk about the NBA and what's next. Man, I love the NBA. I love sports, and I would love for the playoffs to keep going. But what Steven Jackson is saying in plight of what's going on with George Floyd and his twin and his brother, and just in general about all the police brutality and all the things that we've been oppressed for 400 plus years, it is pivotal that we take this moment and really take it for what it is and really keep going and keep pushing the word. Because guess what? Like I was just saying in the beginning of the podcast, Mr. Rashad Brooks and Robert Fuller, it's going to continue. We have to keep fighting the fight, or it's going to continue. All the NBA and all the NFL and all these sports are going to do is distract us from what's really going on. And that's true. That is true. Everybody that's saying to resume the NBA, you can understand it. We all want entertainment, but guess what? It's a way bigger movement. It's a way bigger movement. Way bigger. You think these owners of the NBA and NFL really care about Mr. Robert Fuller, who just passed away, they supposedly said committed suicide by hanging himself in front of City Hall in California? You think they care about Mr. Rashad Brooks, who was just killed in a drive-thru just from sleeping in a Wendy's in Atlanta and shot in his back from fear and running from the police? You think they care? No, they don't. Don't get it misconstrued. They do not care. So at the end of the day, why should we care about giving them more advertising dollars, giving them more money in their pockets by us just shutting up and dribble? No, we're not doing that, bro. We're not going to just shut up and dribble. We shouldn't. And I don't think the NBA should come back solely off the fact it is a bigger movement right now. It is a bigger movement going on. We need to keep on their heads. We need to keep talking about it. We need to keep getting justice, because this is not stopping. It's only going to get worse. But guess what? When we in this together, we're strengthened by numbers. And with the numbers being strengthened, that's when a lot of things start to retreat and a lot of things start to come into full circle and we getting justice. So I think, and I agree with Kyrie. So like everybody saying, oh yeah, Kyrie being punked. No, Kyrie Irving is actually understanding the situation and understanding that we haven't been heard. We haven't been heard for 400 plus years. So in this time right now, when we have not saying an advantage, but when we have what's going on right now in 50 countries, in 50 states and 18 countries going on with protests for Black Lives Matter and for black people and for racial justice, understand that we have it right now, right in our hands. We can bridge the gap. We have to continue. The NBA coming back is not going to, what is that going to do? Except for entertain everybody and entertain people and really just take their minds off of what's going on. We do not need our minds to be, I know it's harsh, I know it's crazy, but guess what? This is reality. This is what America really is. It's been hidden for too long. But we have camera phones now. We need to take advantage, man. Point blank, period. So I feel like what's next for the NFL and the NBA is really to continue this movement of what's going on until we get all the justice that we need. We don't need to be putting money and dollars back into these organizations that really don't really care about what happens or goes on in the black community. Let's keep it a buck. They really don't. So when we're going to be mindful and really take that into account, that we need to take advantage of the opportunity we have right now and use your platform. I don't care about no followers and what's going on, man, and people unfollow you. No, I don't care, because that's showing true colors. If you get unfollowed from posting Black Lives Matter and posting saying their names and posting things that's going to help the black community in this change, it's needed. It is needed. So let's continue to fight, man. Father's Day coming soon, man. Father's Day coming soon. I know it's a lot of people without fathers and without dads. But I really want this year to be different, and the people that have fathers and the people that are very good dads and fathers to their children needs to be notified. I feel like this holiday gets overlooked way too much, and understandably, because you got a lot of deadbeat fathers out here. Understandable, and a lot of mothers who stepped up, but it is a lot of good fathers and dads out here that's taking care of business at their homes and providing for their children and giving their children unconditional love and listening to their children and being in their children's life every single day. I'm going to be that representation for my son, and I want all the dads and all the fathers to get their recognition. It's only right. It's only right, because I feel like Father's Day gets so overlooked, and I can understand why, because it's a lot of people that didn't have their father or dad in their life, understandably. But I just know that we need to start sharing more importance on Father's Day and giving those who do the right thing and who are good dads and good fathers, they need to be recognized. They need their recognition. They need their recognition. I know Mother's Day, hey, that's the holiday of all holidays, of course. But I know it's tough on Father's Day for a lot of people, but for the people that have their dads and have their fathers and have their influence, even if it's an uncle, even make sure that you give them the respect that's due on that day. That's important. That I won't stress that enough. That's so important. And for everyone, and for all you deadbeat fathers, I hope you watching, because guess what? Look at me in my eyes, and guess what? That needs to stop. That's the reason why our black communities have a lot going on as well. Lack of father, lack of mentorship, lack of dads, lack of really just caring, lack of support, lack of loving. We need to love and care for our children, because guess what? They're going to remember that when they get older. Their adolescence, that's the most pivotal time. Make sure that you spend time with your children. Make sure that you're attentive to your children. Don't just brush them off. You feel me? Make sure you love your children, man. Because guess what? That's you. That's you. So let's stop being self-centered fathers that are not there for their children. Let's stop being self-centered and focus on that child and that child's needs and that child's wants and supporting and loving that child. I've had great and amazing fatherhoods, and I have a great dad. Feel me? Like, God bless them, because they molded me to who I am today. I don't know where I would be without them, of course, with my mother, but as a black male in America, as a black male in general, you need guidance from a black male as being a black male. For real, especially in the times that we're going through right now, and teaching and understanding and giving them knowledge. Let's keep a spade a spade. It's real. It needs to be talked about. It needs to be had. So make sure that, hey, the ones who have their fathers and people that you look up to as dads in your life, make sure you give them respect on Father's Day, man. That's very important. And lastly, let's get into it. So, would you rather live without would you rather live without seafood or chicken? I know it's probably people that's viewing that or don't, like seafood, don't probably eat chicken, but I'm talking to the ones that love seafood and chicken per se. So which one could you live without? I'm gonna tell you straight up, I don't know, bro, because that seafood be hit in, and I love chicken. Like, of course, I love chicken. But I don't know, man. It's a tough one for me. I might say I can live without chicken, but I love seafood. Some crab legs, a shrimp po' boy. Like, I grew up on soul food. I grew up on seafood. So a seafood salad, chicken. That would be that's a hard one, real hard one. So I might say I can live without chicken. Nah, I might. I can't. I'll say I have to live without seafood, because chicken, man. That chicken be hitting. You gotta have somebody that really know how to make it though. But in that topic, I'd definitely say if I could live without either, it'll probably be it's tough. It'll probably be seafood because I love chicken too much. I don't know, seafood and chicken. Those are my two favorite right there. But man, so I love you guys. Thank you for viewing and supporting. Make sure you guys definitely take advantage of the opportunity of RTFX, man. RTFX is Risk Taker 4X, man. Make sure you go follow, man. It's a lot of great education, a lot of great knowledge, man. Make sure you just go check that out. I'm not even going to tell you what it's about. I want you to go check that out for yourself, man. Make sure you educate yourself. Make sure you invest your money in something that's going to be residual, something that's going to create generational wealth for your children, for your loved ones, man. So make sure that you go tap into that. It is called RTFX, Risk Taker 4X, man. So make sure you educate yourself and go follow, man, on Instagram. So lastly, man, rest in peace Rashad Brooks. Rest in peace Robert Fuller. Rest in peace George Floyd. Rest in peace Breonna Taylor. Rest in peace Tyrone Mountain. Rest in peace Sandra Brand. Rest in peace Eric Garner. It's crazy that I had to sit here and say a plethora of names because we are still dealing with racism. We're still dealing with racial injustice, man. So let's make sure that we just push the narrative. Please use your platforms for nothing but good and talking about what's going on in this movement, because everyone matters within speaking up. Because if you're not speaking up, you're just as bad as the oppressor. You with us or you against us, you feel me? So, man, love you guys, man. Thank you for tuning in. I wanted to give you live content. I wanted people to see me live in the flesh, talk to you guys, man. So, guess what? Black-owned businesses, make sure you go support that. Make sure you go support all black-owned businesses, man. Let's go. Black. 1CLRPOWER.com. 1CLRPOWER.com. It will be below, man. Make sure you get your jewelry, man. I'm making waist beads and necklaces. Hey, anklets, man. Hey, I'm getting it done, man. All handcrafted by yours truly, man. So make sure you go get that, man. And just know, man, that I love you guys, man. Everyone, man. Everyone. All races, man. But guess what? All races, we love. I love. You feel me? It was taught in my household to be colorblind. I don't look at the color. Looking for that person who they are, because they're a human being at the end of the day. And that's all we want. We want to be treated like a human being. So make sure that you speak up on your platform.